The United States has crossed a historic milestone. The national debt is now over $34 trillion. But the real concern isn't just the size of the debt, it's the interest. For years, low interest rates kept debt manageable. Even as borrowing exploded, interest payments stayed relatively contained. That era is over. As rates rise, the cost of servicing the debt rises with them. The U.S. government must refinance old debt and issue new bonds at higher yields. That means more tax dollars go toward interest instead of public services. So when does interest become unsustainable? Economists usually look at interest payments as a share of federal revenue. When interest starts crowding out essential spending like defense, healthcare, and infrastructure, the warning lights turn on. The U.S. is approaching that zone. Interest costs are already one of the fastest growing items in the federal budget. In coming years, they could rival or exceed spending on major programs. Another risk is investor confidence. As debt grows, lenders may demand higher yields to compensate for risk. Higher yields mean even higher interest costs. This creates a dangerous feedback loop. Still, the U.S. has advantages. It issues debt in its own currency. The dollar remains the world's reserve currency. Global demand for U.S. treasuries is still strong. But these advantages are not unlimited. Persistent deficits and rising interest costs reduce flexibility. They limit how the government responds to recessions, crises, or wars. So what's the bottom line? The $34 trillion debt is not an immediate crisis, but the interest trajectory matters more than the headline number. If interest costs continue rising faster than economic growth and tax revenue, sustainability becomes a serious concern. The question isn't whether the U.S. can borrow, it's how long it can afford the interest. If you found this video worthwhile, share with your friends and do subscribe.